Hi guys, how you doing today? I just recorded a get ready with me doing this, and I wasn't going to record another video, but the lighting is so beautiful today I decided I was going to. But that is why we're in a weird spot. That's why you're seeing my messy house, but it's okay. We're not gonna care about that. That's also why I have no lipstick on, because I'm just around the house today and I was just like, no, I'm good. Got some lip balm. We're good for now. This is a video that I have been waiting to do for a very long time, because I did part one back, I want to say last winter. I hope it hasn't been a year, but it's been a while. So I did 5 things you need in your makeup collection. Who am I to say what you need? But really this is just like, if you were a beginner and I was giving you advice on things that I think you should probably start out with, these would be some of the things. So I will definitely link part 1, because I think everything in that video is like essential, at least for me. And so I now have part 2. So this stuff is stuff that I don't know is essential. Maybe one of them I think is absolutely essential. But the others, I just think they enhance your makeup game so much more when you have these things. So we'll get into everything. I'll link that first one. If you're new here, hello, my name is Drea. Welcome to my home on YouTube, and welcome to my home in general. The other thing is, you might have a lot of this stuff in your collection already. So if you do, that is great. But again, this is just like if you were brand new to makeup, but there might still be things here that you hadn't thought of. So let's just talk about it. So the first thing is a makeup sponge. I mean, I remember years and years ago, do you remember those little like wedge shaped white sponges? I would have one of those and I would never wash it. Like, I'm talking about when I was like in high school. I would never wash it. It would just like bang around in my makeup bag and it would be so disgusting. And I honestly don't even remember where I got it from. Those things just kind of come out of nowhere, and then like you use it until it's dead and then somehow you get a new one. I don't even know how that works. But most adults, I think now, would prefer to use something like this. You know, so many companies have upped their game when it comes to these beauty sponges. So, you know, most of us just in general call them beauty blender. It's kind of like how you call tissue Kleenex. So it's a beauty blender, right? But this is not obviously the beauty blender brand, although I do love the actual beauty blender. So many cheaper alternatives have come up that are just as good, and you don't need to pay that high price. So this one in particular is the Beauty Junkie sponge. This one has a flat side, which I really love because it just, you know, lets you do your foundation faster. And then of course, I love that it has a little pointed tip. You can get in and do your concealer. This just gives you so much more of a flawless blend, flawless finish when it comes to your base products. And it's such a multitasker, like the shapes, you know, different spots on your face, but also you can use it for powder. They will last a long time if you clean it regularly, which as a teenager, like I said, I never used to do with my sponges, but now I do. My hair looked okay before. I don't know what the heck is happening now. So my hair has decided to be super casual since I'm so casual today. It's falling apart. I had like this cute little side braid and now it's like falling apart. So something I never even knew about when I was starting out in makeup years and years and years ago is eye primer. And eye primer makes such a big difference. Eye primer is just something you put on your lid before any eyeshadow, any other products. It's just gets your canvas ready for painting, right? So what it does is it's going to intensify the color that you put on top. So you know how sometimes, if you remember when you probably started in makeup, at least I do, when you would see like a beautiful eyeshadow and you put it on your eye and it never looked the same on the eye, that's because you're just putting it on bare skin and it's kind of blending more and you're not really seeing that color pop. Even very pigmented eyeshadows need primer. So it'll make that color just intensify, and also it keeps it on all day and it keeps it from creasing all day. So I remember those days when I used to like have to reblend my eyeshadow because it was like in the creases of my eye. So here are 3 that I like, 1 high end and then 2 great drugstore alternatives. So a lot of people talk about this. This is from MAC. It's the Paint Pot in Painterly. They also make other colors, like soft ochre is another good option people use, which is a bit more yellow toned. But this one is just like my skin tone color. I love this. This is the only thing I use, and it just keeps my eyeshadow on like all day long, never ever creases. So that's Painterly. And then these 2, do the same thing. Like honestly, they're so good. This one is from Hard Candy and it's just called Eyes the Limit Eyeshadow Primer. This one actually kind of looks a little bit like Benefit Professional in my opinion, and it kind of feels that way too, but it really does keep that eyeshadow on all day long. And then this one is from Essence. I've talked about this one so much. This is the I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. So this has a little doe foot applicator. This is more of like a peachy shade, but this is really liquidy. And this one, the only thing with this is that you do have to let it kind of dry down a little bit before putting anything on your eyes. So I am a huge proponent of loving all makeup, whether it's high-end or drugstore. But honestly, one of the areas where I really just haven't found too many drugstore things I love is mascara. And the next thing on my list is a great volumizing mascara. I think there are lots of mascaras that give you a little bit of length and a little bit of volume, but that's not me. I love lots of length and lots of volume. I want it all in my mascara. You know that question, if you're on a desert island, you can only bring one makeup item with you? For me, it's mascara. I feel like even if I go out of the house barefaced and the only thing I put on is mascara, I still feel like I look more awake, like you could see my eyes pop more. I just think mascara is so essential in general, but for me, I love a good volumizing one. So 2 of them I have here, and then one I have just reordered, and then another one I'll talk about as well. So I love Hypnose Drama from Lancome. This one is a sample size, and a lot of the time you can purchase these sample sizes for cheaper than you would a full size. So you can save a little bit of money if you just want to try it out. This one has a little S-shaped brush. This one, I have a whole video actually on this where I tested it and showed you like how it looks on my eyes. And I really, really love that one. It's super lengthening, super volumizing. This one from It Cosmetics, I really enjoy this. It's not my favorite, but it does give you very long lashes. So it's not my favorite like brush in the world. And I do like a little bit more of a wet mascara. But still, this is really good. Like this is what I'm wearing today and it really does lengthen. I also love my Urban Decay Perversion mascara, which I think just gives me the most volume out of anything. Lots of people don't like that mascara though, so there's your little caveat. Not everybody loves that. That seems to be kind of a love it or hate it one. And then my other favorite is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which the first time I ever used that, it was just like, you know, like it just gave me those long, luscious lashes, and I just love that one too. So next thing for me is black mascara. You guys know I love a good winged liner, and I really love the Kat Von D tattoo liner, but this one, I've talked about this to death, is such a good alternative. This is the one from Physicians Formula. It is the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner, and it's in the shade Ultra Black. Get Ultra Black because the other one is more gray. This is definitely black. And this is a brush tip applicator, exactly a dupe for a Kat Von D. This one is less than half the price. Trust me, I used Kat Von D for like so long, like a year and a half. I would only use Kat Von D, and then I discovered this and it is just as good. Now, I've also heard the one from Jessie's Girl is great, but I don't get that here in Canada, so I can't say for sure, but I've heard tons of people say that one is good too. So there are great drugstore options for these. And then, you know, kohl eyeliner is another thing altogether, but black eyeliner in general, I just feel like it just, and you know, it's funny because I'm not even wearing black eyeliner today, but I usually always wear black eyeliner. This, of course, this is the one day that I don't. This one is from DreaCN. This is the Smooth Ride Supercharged Eyeliner. This one is really, really, really good for in the waterline if you like that look. But also just as a kohl liner, it smudges easily, but then it sets. Very last thing in my 5 items is a tapered highlighter brush. This thing is so, like, these are so good, which is why I have so many, because I use them for so many different things. Whoa, like powder apparently. Okay, so these 2 are pretty much dupes, and this one is slightly different. Let's talk about these for now. So this one is from Morphe. This is the M438, and then this one's the Sigma F35, which is a super popular brush. You could see these ones are almost exact dupes. The Sigma one is just slightly more tapered in the middle, like it's just a slightly bit pointier. But these are so good for putting on highlight, like that's usually what people use them for. It fits so well, blends really well, but also so good for setting your under eye. Like, look at that, it just fits perfectly under there. And of course, if you want to highlight other parts of your face, wherever you like to highlight, it's just such a good brush and they blend so well. And then this one though is a pricey brush, and I haven't found an exact dupe for this, but this is so, look at all the powder coming out. You can tell I use this for powder all the time. This one is so soft. This is the Wayne Goss 02 brush. I love this, same thing for setting under the eye because it's so gentle, and I have used this many times for highlighting. The difference between this one and these in terms of highlighter is that a lot of the time this won't pick up highlighter that is more hard pressed because it's such a soft bristle. So I've tried like with certain highlighters to get it on my face and it won't work with this brush, but with these ones, perfect. I believe these are synthetic and this is natural, and that's probably the difference there. But just in general, the shape of those and how you use them and how much of a multitasker they are, love me a good tapered highlighter brush. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to do a little quick, like, fast 5 of favorites that I think are essential for most people. If you have any things that you think are like absolute must-haves, leave them in the comments below so that everybody can hear your advice. But I will also link my original 5 things you need in your collection video because I think that was a lot of good stuff in that one too. So that is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love to see you around in my future videos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you are feeling so good about yourself today. And if you watch my Get Ready With Me, you'll know why I'm saying that. But I really do believe it. I really do wish that you guys are feeling fan-freaking-tastic. So I will see you around in my next video. Bye, love ya.